exciting! Hello! Welcome to my channel. It's the Mid-Year Freakout! So the Mid-Year Freakout is a book tag that was created by Chammy over at Read Like Wildfire. It was created like a while ago, like 2 years I think it was, is when I saw that the original was. I'll link that original video down in the description box, but whoa, it's the middle of the year, and I mean this video should be going up exactly into the middle of the year, which is July the 2nd this year, and most years it's July 2nd because that means there was 182 days prior to today and 182 days after today. Yay! So I'll probably have a couple extra books already read, but as of right now, I have read 62 books, and I am about halfway, I think, almost halfway to my goal of 125 books this year. And yeah, so I'm super excited about this list. There are some really good books on this list. So let's get to the questions. So question number one is the best book I have read in the year 2017, and that is gonna have to be The Brave Line by Kate Stewart. And the reason I am picking this book is because Kate puts so much time and effort, not saying that anyone else doesn't put any time and effort, but she actually went out and researched this book to the fullest. I mean, she went out and talked to different law enforcement officers and agents and things like that and asked them these questions, and then she provided that information to us as well so that we could know what their answers were, and made this book give so many feels. Question number two is the best sequel I have read in 2017, and that is going to be Throne of Truth, Truth and Lies Duet, book number 2 by Pepper Winters. And I must say, the reason I gave this book this best sequel is because I haven't read very many sequels this year already, which is really kind of disheartening, but I have lots coming up, so I'm really excited about that. And as well, this one came out of nowhere because the ending of Crown of Lies definitely left me wanting more, needing more. I was, all kinds of, I need this next book. And then I got it, and I was very much happy. Very much happy. Loved it. Number 3 is new releases that I have yet to read but want to. I had to narrow this list down. I've read a lot of ARCs this year, so I've read a lot of new releases that happened this year, but there are still a few that have released that I didn't get ARCs for that I really want to read. So let's get to this list and let you know, because they're just amazing, and maybe you've read them, so let me know in the comments if you have. Let's get to that list. It's going to be All I Am, Drew's Story, book number 4 in the This Man series by Jodi Ellen Malpas, and I'm actually doing a reread of this series. I will be getting to this book this year. The next book is Camouflage, which is a book number 1 in Predator and Prey by Kate Stewart, and the reasons I haven't started this book are beyond me, but by the time you're seeing this video, I will have either started this book, hopefully finished this book, and started on the next book. Then we have Dirty Daddies by Jade West. And then finally, I'm going with Tease by Ella Frank. Question number 4 is most anticipated releases for the second half of this year. Yep, got a list for this one as well. So let's just get to that list. It's going to be Crosshairs, and that is book number 2 in the Predator and Prey series by Kate Stewart. This releases June 30th, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my hands on it before then. Super excited! Next is going to be The Darkest Sunrise, which is book number 1 in, I'm not exactly sure what the duet's called, but it is book number 1 in the duet by Ali Martinez. And this book releases on July the 19th. Next is The Flip by K.L. Montgomery, and this book releases July the 20th. Next is Thieves to Lovers by Kay Webster and J.D. Hollyfeld. But this book releases July the 25th. Next is The Brightest Sunset, and this is book number 2 in that Ali Martinez duet that I told you about earlier. And this book actually releases on August the 2nd. Next is gonna be I Do Not by Letty Harper. And this book releases August the 10th. Number 5, biggest disappointment. Beauty of the Beast Fairy Tale Retellings, number 1 by Rachel L. Demeter. Number 6, my biggest surprise. Of course, there's gonna be a list. Duh. Number 1 is Excess by Kate Stewart. I didn't know Kate had it in me. Didn't know Kate had it in her to write this crazy, twisted book. Did not know. Such a surprise. Number 2 is going to be Red Light, Black Hearts by Fabiola Francisco. And I'm still in a book hangover from that book. And then finally, Dear Life by Megan Quinn. My favorite author, new author this year, which means it had to be a debut author or new to me author. And I had to pick 2 because I just couldn't. There are so many authors out there that are just on my list and on my radar. It's going to be, at this point, it's the mid-year freak out, so of course I'm freaking out, but my 2 that are in the running for being my best director this year, so I realize I have 3 authors that are on my best director list for this year, and they are Letty Harper, Fabiola Francisco, and Kate Stewart. These 3 authors, they're new to me, and yes, these are definitely not their debut releases that I've read from them, but they are definitely new to me and definitely on my radar for Best Director this year for my Bookish Academy Awards. So my newest fictional crush this year is going to be Jude from Finding Mr. Wrong by A.M. Madden and Joanne Schwim. Such a hard choice. Such a very, very hard choice, but Jude just did it for me. Those stars for tattoos just, I think, did it to me. I'm not a big fan of men in Speedos, but a man like this in a Speedo, you just can't deny it. Can't deny it. Number 9, my newest favorite characters. I had to pick 2, and that is going to be the Thompson family from the Fix series by Carrie Haywood. I am jumping on the insides to know about the Thompson family because Noah knocked me off my block, and to want to know about his brothers and his sisters and even a little more about his parents and how they interact with their kids. Yes, I need it. I need it in my life. And then second is going to be Tyler from My Best Friend's Ex by Megan Quinn. And when I read about Tyler, his small little tiny part in Co-Wrecker, I didn't really like him. Didn't like him. And then I read his book, My Best Friend's Ex. I love me some Tyler. Love me some Tyler. Absolutely love me some Tyler. Number 10 is books, because, yep, I got 2 of them on here, that made me cry, are going to be The Tattered Gloves by J.L. Berg. Next is going to be Love My Way by Kate Starrett. Number 11 is a book that made me happy this year, and that is going to be Plus One by Alethea Roman. It just gave me so many feels and so much love and so many just happiness. Number 12 is a favorite book to film adaptation that I saw this year. Oh, totally missed that question. Because initially I had said nothing. No clue. So I haven't read any books that have been on the screen. And I did watch The Shack, but it didn't really do anything for me. Number 13, favorite review I've written or videotaped, because I'm a booktuber, this year. And I have two of those, and that's going to be Excess by Kate Stewart and Water Under the Bridge by Brittany King. And I love both of those videos, which I'll link down in the description box, because yeah, I drop a couple F-bombs in those videos, and I'm pretty just like off the chain about those books because they did something really different to me. Number 14 is a most beautiful book you've bought or received so far this year. I have a stack. So this first book is Prophecy of the Most Beautiful by Deantha Jones. The next book is going to be Nudes, a Hollywood romance by Sarah Robinson. And then Twisted in You by Fabiola Francisco. I have not read this book because I am still in a book hangover for the next cover, which is Red Lights a Black Hearts by Fabiola as well. Read this book. Can't seem to get into this book because I have a book hangover. Thank you, Fabiola. Yeah. I don't know. I need to read these. I need to read this one. And it's just gorgeous, by the way. So pretty. Love it. Book hangover for an author. An author as a whole has put me in a book hangover for her work. Our question number 15 is, what books do you need to read before the end of the year? Or by the end of the year? There are way too many to list. I could put them on screen, or I could put them in a Google Doc, but yeah, there's a lot. Have you read any of the books that I have just listed off as an answer to my question for my mid-year freak out? Oh my God! Let me know down in the comments. Let's discuss what your feelings were about my videos that I have put in the description box. Let me know about the books that I've already read that I'm just loving on. If you've read them, if you haven't read them, does my enthusiasm make you want to read those books as well? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. There is a form in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. Let me know if you guys like this new lighting setup as well. Yes, that was a question I think I put in the beginning of the video, hopefully. But let me know down below. I just rhymes. Don't you like that? And I started a Goodreads group. Go check that out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys later.